With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Back to Hartenstein. Puts one up from 19. Rebound by the 76ers. Maxey with it. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Embiid inside. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Now Williams. Here's Holmgren, defended by Watson. Fade away. The rebound by Embiid. Now Philadelphia with it. To the paint. A nice shot by Watson.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
And it's Holmgren missing.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Pass to Watson. Embiid with it. Maxey surveys. 4 on the clock. Back to Embiid. Tries it from 16. Hartenstein pulls it in. Stolen. Outside Maxey. On the wing, Porter. Beyond the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
To the inside. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Count it.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Pass to Embiid. To the left side wing. Dort grabs the miss.
We love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
.152 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's Maxey. No points yet. Screen by Embiid. Porter from outside. The shot comes out. Thunder trailed by 7. The 12th overall pick in 2022. Jalen Williams. What a find by the Thunder Doors.
This is so exciting for this organization because even though J-Dub went to a mid-major school, wasn't a big high school recruit, he ended up being second in Rookie of the Year voting. He's getting better and better. He has got an unbelievable future. Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Here's Watson. The Sixers again can't hit.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. It's Hartenstein, high post. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 4. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And that one's good. Holmgren.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Here's Grimes. Now Maxey. Back to Watson. Pass to Grimes. They get back on track. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Sixers on top, up 1. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City trailing. Now Caruso. Inside. It's picked off. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. 5 points in the game.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now here's White. Drummond, high post. And Drummond with the jam.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Here's Caruso. Still without a bucket. Here's Drummond. Pass to McCain. Back to Drummond. Drummond with the screen. Down low. And the jam by Drummond.
It's just too easy for Andre Drummond. Gets the inside position and leaves no doubt.
Here's White. And he jams it home with authority.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Williams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
Hey, If you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Here's Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. To the middle. Here's Drummond. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Boy, one thing you can say about Andre Drummond, he is so steady. Statistically, it's the same story every year.
And so Drummond nails them both. Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Now an update on Jalen Williams from Allie LaForce. What do you have, Allie?
Hey guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Thunder. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. And in this crucial time of the season, any injury can have a major impact on a team. We'll have to make some immediate adjustments, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
No good with the triple. Thunder trail by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Tipped. Pass to Watson. Back to Maxey. To the paint. Drummond with the ball. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow. Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers. Number 21.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Hartenstein. Shot clock at 5. Here's Holmgren. Look at Chet using his size inside.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Up top, Embiid. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
From deep, Holmgren. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Now here's Maxey. Here's Grimes. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Inside. Here's Holmgren. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Here's Holmgren. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Embiid.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely meet his productivity.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Hartenstein a screen. Shoots. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points. The Sixers lead by 17. Right wing. Here's Grimes. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
For 3, Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Porter. Fires the 3. Grimes' shot is off. Outside, Williams. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 12-4 run. And Maxey, here we go. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed, going downhill.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Porter from outside. Now here's Holmgren. Giving them some nice offensive production with 13 points a game. The rebound by Embiid.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
1:21 left in the third quarter. They set the pick. Here's White. And the layup is good. White's got his second bucket on the night.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
To the middle. Wallace outside. Back to Williams. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Fires it. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 16-4 run. White with it. Joe covering. Drummond, high post. Here's Yabusele. Here's Marley. Buries it from 3. Marley's got his first 3 points of the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Williams. It's good from the top of the key. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Sixers on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Caruso. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Clock at 6. Williams with the screen. And he gets that one. So it's Philadelphia now. White with it. And the shot goes in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And it's Caruso with the ball for the Thunder. Williams with the screen. Pass to Joe. Here's Williams. To the paint. There's the steal. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's White. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. The floater. Rebound by Philadelphia.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
To the inside. Embiid's shot is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
So it's the Thunder now. Holmgren with it. Defended by Watson. Inside. Williams. Porter with the steal. Here's Grimes. He buries it from 3. Grimes has got 9 points now in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
To the inside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly talented guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, B.A., and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Screen by Embiid. Outside Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Gets the 3 to fall.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Now Maxey. Driving in. Outside Watson. The 3 is up. Porter looks it over. Jacks up a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Hartenstein a screen. To the paint. Floats one up. And he sinks the layup.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Porter from outside. Pure from 3-point range.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Holmgren. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Tyrese Maxey.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Here's Holmgren. He can't get it to go. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Watson. The Sixers with another miss. Here's Oklahoma City now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance effort. Here's Hartenstein. Goes up again. No good. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.